we going, everybody? Out in the garden checking out my fruit trees, and I'm looking at my plum tree here, the double grafted plum tree that's copped the leaf curl. Have a look at it. Now this is normally caused by an aphid that causes it. Now I can't see any aphids on there, so doing my research trying to work out what else would cause this. And it's not on every branch, as you can see. You'll see what you're looking at the moment. It's just really ridiculous. But if we take a close look, I can't see any aphids. Even if I put my glasses on, I can't see any aphids on it. So I've done a close search of it, folks. Now we're going to get the lens right in there. Can you see anything? I'm going to try and keep it as steady as possible. Can you see anything? No, you can't. No, you can't see anything. All right, that's why you can see his head. Yeah. Anyway, well, I'm not going to treat it, because even if I did spray it right now, chances are it'll rain in about 3 hours. It's rained every look, there's raindrops on here. See the water? Look. Just to prove that it has been raining, whatever they call that anymore. But we've got good fruit on this anyway. So seriously, the fruit's coming on really well. On a serious note is what I wanted to say there. The fruit is coming on. Look at it, hanging everywhere, delicious. If you have got leaf curl like this on your peach tree and your nectarine and your plum tree, make sure you remove it. With a plum tree like this, I'm going to just cut this branch off completely. I'm not doing it now. This is just a quick tip to let you know this is what you've got to do. If you've got leaf curl on your plum tree, you can spray it with an eco oil or eco neem insecticide. Make your own if you like from your kitchen pantry. But for me, I'm just going to let it go. And we're going to walk out into the tomatoes. Go and check out my little tomatoes. Oh, look at this little dwarf apple tree, eh? Nice. I came out here earlier today in between the rainfall. We've got a little bit of sunshine now. And decided to plant some more. You know how I said to you to do some successive planting, and that's the idea. Have a look at these ones, all right? They're nice and big. They're coming along. They've been in the ground for about 3 weeks now, about there. But I've also just planted these ones here. Now what I've done, these are the big malakas as well, but they're only the young ones, which I sowed recently. But I've used the plant sleeves, those wax paper or cardboard plant sleeves, and I've cut them in half, because they normally actually sit this high. So like that there. So I've cut them in half so we don't have too much shade in there, because the plant's still quite low. I want the sun to get in there, and it's no good the sun just coming over the top for about 30 seconds and then disappearing again and the plant goes into darkness. This way we've got plenty of light on them and they're protected. A little bit of wind protection is what they need. Now what you look at over here, these are George's big tomatoes. That's what he calls them, big tomatoes. I've never seen them. I don't know how big they grow the fruit, but what's going on? Oh, a rat. Get it! Okay. Yeah, let's get it. Where is it? Got it. Get it. Come on, it's gone underneath there now. Banana. Move. Did it go again? Ready? Wait. You ready? Stay there. That side. Ready, set, go. Got it? Yeah. Sorry folks, for those who like rodents, obviously my dogs don't, this is how we do it over here. All right, move. One down, 5,000 to go. Come on, let's get another one. This is George's big tomatoes. I don't know how big they grow, but I'm going to give them a go now, folks. I've planted these like I do with all my other ones. And as you can see, I'm using our planting mix, which has got all our wonderful ingredients in it, all organic, obviously. And these have been growing in pots. And actually, I might show you how they were growing before, because I've got a couple of styles. Some of these two were actually in George's milk bottle carton, or milk bottle bases. He cuts them and makes his own little pots. Whereas these two here, I transplanted. You'll see slightly how they're bushier. I actually planted them into our cocoa pith, which gave them a bit more, I suppose, air in the soil or in the mixture where they could grow a bit more uniformly. So let's go and quickly check those out and compare the two. All right, so he has them in these, but some of them he brought to me in actual little punnets from George at Knox Community Gardens. He made this little ice cream container, a couple of holes at the bottom, or 4 holes. He's drilled out the bottom. Nice little pot, recycling, upcycling, and a nice healthy root system on here too. Healthy root system in here, have a look at that. There you go. You get all walks of life in my garden here, folks. We've got a slug in there sucking on the root system. But it's still nice and clean, nice and white. That's what you want to see in a good tomato plant. If you still haven't planted yours, and as you know, I haven't planted mine yet. Now, these ones were growing in little seedling punnets, and I transplanted them into cocoa pith. Have a look at that nice root system on there. See, that's now, I did plant it down below. It hasn't finished growing at the top here, so it's got plenty of room still, but these will go into the ground. Now, cocoa pith, I reckon it's one of the best mediums you can grow in. Ideal for indoor plants especially. It holds its moisture, it holds its nutrients, and it gives good airflow for the plant to grow. These were a lot younger than this one here, and you can see it's catching up. It's quite woody at the bottom on this one, and this is starting to firm out, but it's got a nice sort of denser or sort of a broader leaf on it, you know, more uniform, a lot wider rather than stretching out tall like that. But still a very healthy plant, no doubt, and these are going to go in the ground as well, folks. And normally this time of the year it's about 20-25 degrees on average, while we're hitting about 12 degrees for the last 4 or 5 days. But that doesn't mean the soil hasn't warmed up either. And this is what I'm noticing here. The plants are doing well, and I'm sure many of you got a nice microclimate going as well. So I thought I'm going to test the soil out, the heat in the soil. And I did this earlier on. I was quite astounded to see what I found. So let's just see where it gets up to. Look at this. What are we sitting on? I can't see that. Is it getting up to 20 yet? It's creeping up. It actually got up to about 21, 22 degrees earlier on when the sun was a bit higher there. Well, it's gone up to 16 now, so it's actually dropped a bit. Just check it over here, because what I found, and I'm sure many of you experience this too, when you go to dig in your garden, just as you're digging away in the garden, all of a sudden you feel this heat coming out of the soil when you dig a little hole. And that's what I felt here. Now, I did disturb that area. Let me just go here maybe. Well, it's sitting around about 16, 17 degrees, which is pretty good considering the last 3 days it's been 12 degrees. So the soil temperature is warming up. We want it to sit around 18, 20 is really nice, 22 is perfect. But these plants are not suffering. As you can see there, they're thriving. So folks, get your tomatoes in the ground if you haven't done so already. Don't plant them all at once. Plant a few at a time, successive planting. Hey, Cara, isn't that what we do? Hey, sweetheart? Oh, sweetie, 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 what a good girl you are. Oh, you're a good girl, hey? You a good girl? This is how we do it here, folks. That's one less rodent we've got to look after, isn't that right, huh? Hey, hey? We're going to go and hunt some more afterwards. Sorry, folks, about that. If you saw what happened on earlier, well, that's part of nature here for us. If it's not a rat, it's a rabbit. They both start with R. Now she's guarding her bones here. That was Vader's, and she stole Vader's, hey? You stole Vader's bone. Whose is that? That's yours, and that's his. Where's Vader? Hey? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? There he is. How are you, mate? You're looking for another rat, are you? Vasili'sGarden.com for everything you need, folks, for your garden. Now, our sale has finished, but we are, well, the online team has told me that they're actually putting the seeds on sale. They're clearing out all the summer seeds. So all our tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchinis, beans, and the lot are going to be heavily discounted so we can clear them out. They've got at least 2 or 3 years shelf life on them, so guaranteed you won't go with anything bad there. Vasili'sGarden.com, Garden Centre in Coburg. Check it all out. Click and collect available as well. And sorry, I am patting Vader because he's leaning on me. Hey, is that how you do it, mate? Love you, mate. He's a good boy. Vasili'sGarden.com for everything you need every day. From me, Vasili, Maresi.